Here we are again in October country. It's the 23rd of October, counting down the days to Halloween with some great spooky entertainment. Tonight, we're going back into the vault again to Little Jim Towns watching TV in the late 70s, early 80s, to something that really made an impact on me. And that's 1978's Alice Cooper episode of The Muppet Show. Let's talk about an era where Alice Cooper is going to be on a children's television show, first of all, which I guess probably wouldn't happen today. Let's talk about Alice Cooper for just a second. Alice Cooper is a devout Christian. He born Vincent Fernier, actually teaches presently at Sunday school. Be interesting for you to know. But rose to fame as the head of the Alice Cooper Band and sort of took on the pseudonym, the stage name of Alice Cooper. And pioneered this kind of shock rock performance that you see in later dates with Marilyn Manson or Slipknot or I mean, whomever is the thing now, because I've passed the point where I'm paying attention to modern music anymore. I'm that old. But Alice Cooper was really the one, and he blazed that trail, embracing old vaudeville and grand guignol and incorporating into a new rock and roll kind of identity that he still has maintained 40 years later. Incredibly talented guy. And perfectly suited to mix with the Muppets. Bigger than life. These characters always did well. This type of talent, I should say, always did well on the Muppet Show. Elton John, him, Vincent Price, all of these types really could hold their own with all the hilarity and all the real strong visuals that went along for the show. The show was filmed in England. He was offered the job, wasn't sure he should do it, and then found out that Christopher Lee and Vincent Price and everyone else had been on the show already, so he decided he should it suited him to do the bit. Years performing Welcome to My Nightmare, which is a big hit for him, along with a really cool kind of optical double exposure effect that the Muppet Show did exploit quite a bit of green screen and chroma key and other compositing devices, along with this amazing production design and of course brilliant puppetry.
Mr. Cooper.
Yes.
Let me come right to the point. You, sir, are a demented...
And here's just another example of how I think Alice Cooper's bigger than life and kind of vaudeville presence and timing worked so well with the Muppet Show's sense of comedy, which was very vaudeville based. Anyway, I wanted to share this episode with everyone tonight. I think that most people are familiar with it. Most of the bits are available to watch on YouTube. You don't have to buy the whole season of TV of the Muppet Show, but there are worse things you could spend your money on than this series, because every bit is wonderful, and it's also for anyone our age, my age, whatever. It's a wonderful trip back in time to not only who was popular at the time, but really what was what the vibe was in this era where Hollywood and TV suddenly re-embraced magic again. You had people like Henson and Lucas and Spielberg, Don Bluth, Disney, everyone came back together this late 70s, early 80s, and really pushed the imagination of the viewer to really challenge the viewer to accept the incredible as everyday, as normal, as relatable as well. This is a whole show about a crazy bunch of characters that you believe in and you root for and you love and you care about immensely. As someone who has been lucky enough to meet Fozzie Bear in his life and been on the set of the Muppets, I can tell you that people who say that they're puppets, so what? I can tell you that when someone puts Fozzie Bear on their arm and turns and looks at you, and Fozzie Bear opens his eyes. It's not a puppet. It's the world's greatest, longest running magic trick. Thanks very much. Have a good night.
That's enough for a working man. What I am is what I am. I'll tell you, baby, you're just enough for me. I tell you, baby, you're just enough for me.